I don't know, I think we may be ready to get back to this mission thingy level, whatever. So anyway, Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex. I didn't get into the background information of this game, my last video, because it was all dialogue. So let's go. Developed by Traveler's Tales, published by Universal Interactive Studios. Um, it's of the Crash Bandicoot series on Xbox. It was released on PlayStation 2, Xbox, Nintendo GameCube, and yeah, it was released on the Xbox since this is the platform, April 15th, 2002. Um, Crash Bandicoot is a platform video game published by Universal Interactive Studios and developed by Traveler's Tales for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and Nintendo GameCube video game consoles. PlayStation 2 version was released in North America 29, 2001, Europe November 23, 2001, in Japan on December 20th, 2001. The Xbox version was released in North America on April 15th, 2002, in Europe April 26th, 2002, and in Japan October 24th, 2002. The Nintendo GameCube version was released in North America on September 17th, 2002, in Europe, and November 1st, 2002, and Japan on December 4th, 2003. It was also one of the launch titles for their Xbox Original Service on December 4th, 2007. Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex is the sixth installment in the Crash video game series. It is the first platform game in the series not to be developed by Naughty Dog, and the fourth game in the main series of the franchise. The story centers on the appearance of a new superweapon created by the main antagonist of the series, Dr. Neo Cortex, along with a group of destructive masks known as the Elementals. Crash Bandicoot and his sister Coco must travel the world and gather special crystals, and that will return the Elementals to a hibernational state and defeat Cortex's new superweapon, a genetically advanced Bandicoot named Crunch Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot: Wrath of Cortex is a platform game in which the player controls Crash and Coco Bandicoot, who must gather 25 crystals and defeat the main antagonist of the story. Dr. Neo Cortex, his new superweapon, Crunch, and Crunch's power sources, the Renegade Elementals. Much of the game takes place in a virtual reality VR hub system, created by Coco to help Crash gather the crystals. The VR hub system is split up into 5 VR hubs. Initially, only the first VR hub is available. Each VR hub has 5 teleportation portals to different levels. The goal in each level is to find and obtain the crystal hidden in the area. In some levels, the crystal will be located at the end of a level or must be earned by completing a specific challenge. Each level contains a bonus platform that leads to a special bonus area where the player must navigate through a maze and collect everything in sight. Once a bonus area is completed, it cannot be played again unless the level is replayed. After completing all 5 levels in a VR hub, a 6 teleportation portal to a boss fight with Crunch will appear. By defeating the boss, the next VR hub will become available for play. When all 25 crystals are collected and Dr. Cortex and Crunch are defeated, the game is won. Besides crystals, gems and colored gems can be collected for extra accomplishment. Gems are rewarded to the player if all the crates in a level are broken open or if a secret area is completed. Colored gems are found in special levels and lead to hidden areas. Relics can be won by re-entering a level where the crystal has been received. To obtain a relic, the player must initiate the time trial mode and race through a level in a pre-designated time displayed before entering a level. To begin a time trial run, the player must enter a level and activate the floating stopwatch near the beginning of the level to activate the timer. If the stopwatch is not touched, the level can be played regularly. The player must then race through the level as quickly as possible. Scattered throughout the level are yellow crates with numbers 1, 2, and 3 on them. When these crates are broken, the timer is frozen for a number of seconds and designated by the box. As no lives are lost in the time trial mode, the level can be played through as often as the player desires. Sapphire, gold, and platinum relics can be won depending on how the player's final time is. The first 5 relics the player receives unlocks access to a secret level. Every 5 relics thereafter open up another level in the secret warp room. The levels in the secret warp room must be won before the game can be fully completed. Crash and Coco start the game with 4 lives. Crash and Coco lose a life when they are struck by an enemy attack or suffer any other type of damage. More lives can be earned by instructing Crash or Coco to collect 100 Wumpa fruits, or break open a special crate to collect a life. Crash and Coco can be shielded from any enemy attacks by collecting an Aku Aku mask. Collecting 3 of these masks allows temporary invulnerability from all minor dangers. Crash or Coco run out of lives, the game is over. However, the game can be continued by selecting yes at the continue screen. I'm not gonna go over the plot, because that might have spoilers. Development. Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex was originally intended to be designed by Mark Kearney, who designed all the games in the series thus far, and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. After a falling out between Vivendi Universal and the two entities, Traveler Sales was forced to alter the game from a free-roaming title to a standard Crash title. Traveler Sales had to begin development of the game from scratch and were given only 12 months to complete the game. The game's music is composed by Andy Blythe and whatever, the original Crash Bandicoot theme, whatever. Only 2 of the series' original voice actors reprised their roles for the game. Clancy Brown voices the dual role of Dr. Neo Cortex and Uka Uka, while Mel Winkler provides the voice of Aku Aku. Debbie Derryberry inherited the role of Coco Bandicoot from Hayden Walsh, while Corey Burton voices the returning villains Dr. Engen and Dr. Nefarious Tropy, taking over for Brendan O'Brien and Michael Ensign, respectively. Kevin Michael Richardson provides the voice of a new character, Crunch Bandicoot, while the elementals consisting of Rocco, Wawa, Pyro, and Lolo are voiced by Thomas F. Wilson, R. Lee Ermey, Mark Hamill, and Jess Harnell, respectively. Oh, I accidentally clicked the link to confirm that that was him. Reception, it seemed like it was, you know, above average. It, like, wasn't the awesomest, and it looks like, oh, I lost, I can't do the, I gotta try to figure out how am I gonna do that? Oh, there we go, good. Because the TNT is not good. So Xbox received a 70.47 on Game Rankings, 70 out of 100 on Metacritic, 6.4 out of 10 on GameSpot, 7.1 out of 10 on GameZone, and 6.7 out of 10 on IGN. Sadly, it looks like Xbox was probably the worst out of those. That's unfortunate. Why did I have to get it then? I was hoping it would be better. The PlayStation 2 version of Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex was met with mixed to fair reviews. Louis Bedigan of GameZone wrote a positive review saying that any Crash Bandicoot fan would be a fool not to go out and buy this game. I started playing at 2 a.m. one night and did not stop until 3 in the afternoon. Doug Perry of IGN described the game as a decent playing and pretty looking Crash Bandicoot game. It's nothing terribly special, but it's not bad at all. Official US PlayStation magazine felt that when the strongest feeling I get from a game is the desire to play its predecessor, something's not quite right. Game Informer criticized the outrageously bad load times, saying that they keep the game from being average. Shane Satterfield of GameSpot concluded that the game maintains a status quo and fails to deliver a fresh, compelling experience. Star Dingo of GamePro cautioned that if you were hoping the new management would give Crash a big kick in the pants, however, this is one pair of pants you will find quite unkicked. Electronic Gaming Monthly criticized the trial and error gameplay, saying that when forced to blindly jump, die, and then discover what you missed, where I come from, and that's just cheating. So the Xbox version of the game rated generally higher among critics than the PlayStation 2 version. Reviews remain mixed. Play magazine noted that they've caressed the music to great effect, made the bosses a bit more challenging, and adhered to a massive replayability standard that would drive any developer to drink. Game Informer felt that every little morsel of platforming goodness in the Wrath of Cortex has already been done to death on the PlayStation. Carlos McElfish of GameZone warned that if you are looking for an innovative and original experience that does justice to the series, you'll have to look elsewhere. Official Xbox Magazine concluded that this is a game for those who want what Crash has always had to offer. Good graphics, jump and spin gameplay, and tons of collectible items. Nothing more, nothing less. That looks like that's about it. There's still like one or two more paragraphs that I just don't really have time to do. I went and said fuck it. I did the first thing in this level. It was a test run. If it's popular, I'll do more, and I'll see you next time.